Snapchat by law is required to report that type of stuff, right? And then it goes to NCMEC. NCMEC is, I don't know, you're probably old enough. You're not my age yet, but back in the day when you had a missing kid and they put their face on a milk carton, right? That was NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So NCMEC handles all these. And they find out generally, roughly, the geographic area it happens. And so in this case, happened in Illinois, so they sent it to Illinois Attorney General's office. My boss there then sees kind of what town it occurred in. And then in this case, it's Urbana. So he calls me and says, hey, we need to look into this. We need to find out if there's any victims out there, anyone hurt, someone needs counseling, someone who needs victim services, stuff like that, okay? So once I got it, then we get with Snapchat and say, hey, Snapchat, here's what we got going on. I need all the records. Snapchat says, okay, here you go. So Snapchat sends a bunch of records. I've been working with Kentucky. There's a town in Kentucky where this boy's from. We had to identify who he was, make sure that there was no contact, right? And he wasn't victimized. And he said, no, it was some online stuff, just some chats back and forth, just some words, some fantasies, you know. So it's like, all right, cool. The concern is now, after getting stuff back from Snapchat, we're talking, there's multiple people, right? And some we've identified, some we haven't. So if this reminds you, this is the boy in Kentucky. That's what you sent him. Does that look familiar? I mean, it's okay, but we just have to get to the bottom of this. Okay?
Do I need a lawyer?
That's your choice.
I think I'd prefer a lawyer, please.
No, fair enough. I'm going to respect that. What I will ask is there anything on your phone that's going to surprise me?
I don't think so.
Okay. You want to go through it together?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Your choice. We can go through it together. If you don't want to, that is your choice. I'm not trying to tell you one way or the other how to do anything. I do have probable cause for a search warrant. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I will, you know, if you don't want to, that's fine. I'll respect that right. But then it will stay with me until I get a search warrant, go through it. If there's anything of evidentiary value, it'll stay with me till the end of the case.
Does it make a difference in terms of, like, if I go through it with you or not?
If there's nothing on, you can have it back now. Same with your laptop. You know, you said it's your work laptop.
Yeah.
If there's nothing on there and you want to go with it so I can verify there's nothing on there, you can have it back because, you know, I don't know if you need that for whatever you're doing, paper or whatever. Yeah. So your choice. I don't care either way.
All right, I'll go through it with you.
Okay. let me go get them real quick, all right? So understanding you said you want an attorney, so I'm not going to ask you any questions. You don't have to go through this with me.